Hello and welcome back to the Mix Up. So today's episode is going to be different from most. I don't know if anybody's noticed in any of the videos, but I'm missing the tip of my finger. And seeing how today I've been having phantom pain, which happens from time to time. Today I'd call it more phantom annoyance than phantom pain. And normally I smoke a little bit and the phantom pain goes away, but today it's been, a couple blunts and still very annoying, and it's been all day feeling like somebody's taking a pin and poking the tip of my finger that's not there. So I figured I'd tell y'all the story of how it happened. And so it was July 2014. And I told a friend of mine that I would do a brake job for him and do his brakes on his car. And he comes over to my house. We go in my garage. I go to press the button to open the door. And nothing happens. Press it again. Nothing happens. Press it again. Still nothing happens. So I'm like, all right, well, something's up with the opener. So I go and grab a milk crate and go and stand on the milk crate and go to stick my hand up to the top of the garage door opener. Now, this is an old Craftsman garage door opener. And for whatever reason, as soon as I decided to put my hand up there to check and see if, maybe the chain came off, because it sounded like it was engaging but not turning when we hit the button. It was turning, like you could hear the motor turning, but nothing was happening with the door. So I'm like, all right, maybe the chain fell off. So I went up there and went to go check. And as soon as I put my hand up there, without nobody touching the button, nobody doing nothing, it engaged. Ripped the tip of my finger off right at an angle. Like, I'll show you on this finger, it was like right here, and there was a little piece of the nail left. And my girlfriend rushes me to the hospital. It was like bleeding a little bit. It wasn't like gushing blood, like you know how you see in a movie. It looks like the blood spewing out when somebody loses their finger or something. It wasn't like that. It was just a little bit of blood. And like when she brought me to the hospital, we get there, and then my friend comes behind with the tip of my finger. Mind you, I'm in so much shock, I don't even feel it at this point. It wasn't till I'm in the emergency room and I'm sitting in the bed that all of a sudden I feel like the most immense pain I've ever felt in my entire life. And they give me a shot of something. I think it was Dilaudid or something. And I just went in the la la land for a minute, and then I finally felt decent after a while. And then the doctor comes in and he goes, well, you got two options. And I'm like, okay. He goes, option one, we cut your finger back to the tip, which is what I ended up doing, because it had a 3 to 4 week healing time, versus the 6-month attempt to reattach my finger. And doing construction work and working in restaurants, which is what I do, you can't not have your hand available to be used for 6 months while they're attempting to reattach my finger. So I went with the couple weeks plan, and today I still feel phantom pain. If it's really cold outside, it feels like somebody's taking a sledgehammer and just pounding the tip of my finger that's not even there. And if I don't have a glove on, that's what it feels like. I've ended up being outside and forgetting a pair of gloves and started crying on a job site because I forgot my gloves. And I needed to go. I had to even go to Home Depot and buy a new pair of gloves because I didn't realize it was going to be that cold that day, and it was warm in the car. And then as soon as I got there and got outside, it was bad, very, very bad. So, moral of the story is do not stick your hand up in a garage door opener on the top of it for any reason, ever. unless you know it's unplugged, the circuit breaker's off, because you'll end up losing your finger like I did, and it's not fun. I remember when the first couple months after it happened, I had issues grabbing things. I'd knock over cups. One time I went to a bar, and the bartender thought I was too drunk because I knocked over a cup because I went to grab it like this instead of like this, and I ended up knocking it over instead of grabbing it. Because instead of grabbing around it, I just pushed it. And I explained that to her afterwards, and she was like, oh, okay. But that actually happened more than once at a bar where I'd knock over a cup for at least the first 6 months after that happened. And yeah, even today, I'll go to grab something, and if it's small, it's hard to pick up because you got to grab like this instead of like this, because there is no, it doesn't work well for picking up small objects. And I'm not left-handed, so that doesn't help. And yeah, so I don't know, I just figured, seeing how I was feeling phantom pain today, I'd tell you guys about it. And yeah, till next time, peace.